What's up guys, we've got some breaking news for you. This is your stimulus check update and your stimulus package update. Now it kind of feels like everything has kind of gone full circle. Everything that we've seen over the last couple of years, it feels like it's all starting to come back. And that includes new wave of pandemic. We're having supply chain issues, we're hearing about new stimulus packages and new stimulus checks. And this has all been unfolding. It seems like the past couple of days to about a week or so. Just yesterday, a stimulus update, $100 monthly checks proposed to cover high gas prices. And just to clarify, that's $100 per month per person. So a household of 10 would get $1,000 per month to help combat these increased gas prices. And we actually had a little bit of warning from Congress that it was likely that the Build Back Better bill was going to come back on the radar. As take a look at you guys, Democrats, they are quietly trying to meet a huge mention demand behind the scenes to get Biden's economic agenda done. But there's no guarantee that it will work. But we'll see today, it looks like it did. And this is all because of everything that's happening with Russia and Ukraine, which is increasing inflation and gas prices even more. Putin's spokesman refused to rule out use of nuclear weapons if Russia faces an existential threat. So unfortunately, it seems like everything is not coming down over there, and the war is still dragging on. And in the meantime, they're saying gas prices, oil prices, they're likely not going to be coming down anytime soon. Now, this is all taking place while at the same time we're still dealing with the pandemic. What we're hearing is there's new mutation variant of that Omicron variant, and it's hitting Europe and China pretty hard right now. European countries are now battling with the BA.2 variant. Lift the restriction too brutally. They're saying they leave it too soon, removing the masks and all the social distancing and spacing. They said that they are warning that it happened too quickly, and now they're getting hit with another wave. And this is very concerning here in the US because historically throughout the last few years with this pandemic, what we've seen is whenever something hits Europe, it usually hits the United States about 2 or 3 weeks later. So they're saying come probably mid-early April that are expecting there's going to be a new wave hitting the United States, and it's hitting China right now. Even locking down 51 million people may not be enough to contain China's tipping point. Omicron outbreak in this new variant has hit China. They've got zero tolerance, locked everything down. Nobody can leave their house except every 2 days, one person from a household just to get to grocery. Food supplies, things like that, major lockdown, the biggest one we have seen happening in China right now. So you guys, I'm going to get you caught up on the latest as we're hearing that stimulus is back packages checks. But with that being said guys, let's go ahead and dive right in. The latest sketch cut up on this breaking news just came out an hour ago that Senator Joe Manchin said that now he is ready to negotiate and talk about reviving the Build Back Better, the stimulus reconciliation package. So link in the description below to this article that just came out that says Manchin ready to engage in reconciliation, and it says, is it time for reconciliation? Research section. Well, there has been signs recently that Senator Joe Manchin is ready to resume negotiations on the massive climate and spending package that he torpedoed late last year, according to people with knowledge of the matter. 5 people who include environmental advocates, lobbyists, and senior congressional staff members confirmed to N News yesterday that the West Virginia Democrat and chair of the Energy and Natural Resources Committee views April-May Senate work periods as a new goal to reach a deal on the scaled-back budget reconciliation bill known as the Build Back Better Act. So sounding like as we're going into April, this is going to be pushed towards the forefront. The Build Back Better bill, we're going to be seeing what they're going to be able to come up with. Now also keep in mind the fact that the Build Back Better bill, this is the 2021 stimulus reconciliation bill from last year. And whatever they're going to be passing, whatever they can agree upon, that'll be for that year. Now Congress, they have a limited number of times that they're able to use reconciliation, which is the means by which they're able to pass through legislation which has a majority vote right now. Democrats hold all the power in Congress. They have the majority, so if they can unify and agree on things, they could push this through. And also at their disposal would be a 2022 stimulus reconciliation bill that they could pass as well. And we're hearing new calls for checks, new calls for more stimulus provisions, and it's very likely that they're going to be passing a 2022 reconciliation bill. We're heading closer to the election times, so that way they can pass some direct assistance, maybe checks, maybe child tax credits, additional provisions to put direct assistance money in people's pockets right before elections to kind of remind people. Now we will see, but we're hearing that keep in mind Build Back Better for last year and now 2022. There's another reconciliation at their disposal that they could use for legislation. Now reading on this says for the people who spoke with any news said that text is now being passed around right now at this time. One person described it as pencil to paper to underscore that the new legislative language was still in its most nebulous early stages. Now they also were granted non-amenity because of the delicate nature of negotiation. Now it's not clear what is currently on or off the table either. Now as information rolls out, I'll let you know here on the channel. But this is just what we're getting, little bits and pieces of information that is taking place. While at one point Mashing was expressing interest in moving the $550 billion climate portion of the original $1.7 trillion package, he has since said that Russia's war in Ukraine underscores the need to pursue a broader of the above energy policy that includes increased domestic oil and gas productions on public lands. We're going to be seeing what is included in this bill, what energy provisions, if there's any child tax credits, what all is going to be included. Now in addition to that, I will report to you whatever unfolds. However, at this time, progressives are also calling for President to step up and do executive orders, executive actions, whatever is not included in this Build Back Better bill. You will recall they wanted to have a monthly reoccurring stimulus checks, they wanted to have unemployment extensions, child tax credits, all these provisions that they wanted to see in there. And the Build Back Better bill kept getting strong and reduced down. And now there's a lot of provisions not included, and well, they just released a list of 55 different executive actions they'd like to see Biden do, and we're gonna see what he starts passing after this Build Back Better gets done. So something like this is going to be moving for forefront next month. And you guys, it looked like stimulus, Build Back Better, stimulus checks, everything has gone full circle and it's back. So you guys, that is the latest breaking news. I know there's a lot going on and I'll do my best to make sure that I keep you up to date here on the channel and give you updates as the news rolls out. But with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. And again, if you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget take a quick second, smash that like button for me, helps out the channel a ton with the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate it. Thank you again for joining me and I'll catch you in the next video.